Hello everybody and welcome back to another video in Raid Shadow Legends. Today's video is going to be more of a milestone video because I just recently hit level 60. I just wanted to go through basically where I'm at with my account, what kind of champions I have on my journey to level 60, and what I can currently accomplish, I guess, just as a milestone for my account, and maybe you can compare your account when you get to level 60 or if you're already there. As you can see, my account power is at 683 player power, 683,000. Apparently, I currently have 232 champions. Some of them are in my vault. Some of them are in my whatever this is called, the champion list, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. But as you can see, I have a level 60 fully ascended Foley. I have a level 60 fully ascended Royal Huntsman. I got Relic Keeper, Royal Guard, Cold Heart, and this is kind of like my main crew for most of my stuff, I feel like. Apothecary is definitely in there for Clan Boss. I need to reassemble him now that I don't use him in other areas and he's really just there for Clan Boss. He would be better suited with some lifesteal gear. I got Veteran there for Clan Boss as well for his attack 1 decrease attack capabilities. Here's where I'm at for the Rosin Scarhide fusion. All I gotta do is get their ascensions up and I'll be ready to make it. I will be refusing these guys before I actually make him. That way I can have a duplicate of each. And that's what these guys are doing here. I'm slowly leveling up the remaining champions needed to make a second version of all of these guys. And then, as you can see, I just got a bunch of fodder in here. And same in my champion vault. This is where all my epics are, really. Sinesha, Jizzo, Doom Priest, Deathless, Kalia, Romero, not Romeo. What's her name? Everybody hates her. Everybody knows who she is. I just can't remember her name right now. Her name is Hexia, Bonekeeper, Luthia. Can't remember his name. It's Artur, something like that. One of these is Hope, and the other one is something I don't remember. They both look kind of similar to me, so I don't even remember which one was Hope. And this is Horden. I don't keep track of the dog names. This is Knight Errant. And I got a couple guys that I haven't skilled up yet, or leveled up yet, and an extra Doom Priest for, I guess, if they ever end up using her for a fusion. And you can just see the guys I have ready for like leveling up a 6-star. This is kind of just my aftermath of champion training event and what I currently have in my vault. And here is, I've kept one of at least every champion that I've ever come across unless I used them in a fusion. And the reason is so I can use them for fusions. There's probably a champion here or there that I don't have anymore due to the most recent Rosin Scarhide fusion. I think there's one champion that I don't have a duplicate of. And this guy I know right here, I only have one of. So when I use him to fuse up one of these 4 people, I don't remember which one uses him, I won't have another one of these guys. So it is good, in my opinion, to keep your vault with champions that you can use for fusions. The reason I have a couple of these that are just extra in here is just because I ran out of room over here to hold them in. Eventually I'll be taking them out and actually using them for just fodder and stuff because I don't need multiple versions of all these champions. I tend to just keep one. But that's it mainly for the champions, I guess. I would really like obviously some other, what are they, legendary champions like Martyr, or I would love a Tyrell, there's Martyr, or Roshkard the Tower, Skull Crusher and Steel Skull are a great combo for Clan Boss that I've really been hoping for, and Juliana, And due to that, I will be opening up my shards for the Summon Rush event tomorrow. And I hopefully plan on getting a few more shards. Hopefully, I'm going to be doing some, dungeons lately, and maybe I can score some extra ancient shards before that happens. And hopefully I can get some extra shards from the clan boss rewards chests. It really does help when you get one. Let's see, how close am I? My clan really takes down Brutal pretty fast, and that's kind of where I sit right now. I'll post at the end of this video, I'll splice in my very recent run of my clan boss, but you can see my team right here. Since I got fully in, he's done quite a bit of extra damage, and I haven't skilled him up yet. I'm still not entirely sure if I will or not. He does pretty fine right now without being skilled up, but I think when I get to Nightmare, if he stays in my team, I might scale him up just so he has all those extra chances. But right now, because I don't have a defense up anywhere on my team, most of my people are dying at the exact same time, so I don't need him to just all of a sudden grow up in extra power and stuff like that. But I can usually hit between... This morning I got a key that was at 6 point something mil and another key that was a 9 point something mil, so that's kind of the range I can get, usually sitting more around the high 7s, low 8s, but somehow I got the low end and high end of my range this morning. And we'll see if I can wait another hour, if this guy will actually still be up, and I can get my third key and get this Grandmaster chest. In Arena, I am currently sitting in Gold 4. That will not last long in my experience because my team is really not good enough to be in here. But that's currently where I'm sitting. I got Seeker for my speed, and he's really not fast enough to beat a lot of other Seekers, so I tend to stick away from speed teams. And then I got Foley and Royal Huntsman and Relic Keeper. I'd really like to replace Relic Keeper at some point. He's really not a great part of my team, but I'm just going with the champions I have right now, and you'll see. Here's my Seeker speed, 129, or 229, I'm sorry, which I think is pretty high, but I have all speed gear and at least one speed substat in every single one of these, except for this because I can't get a substat if I have it as the main stat. But wow, it takes a long time to load. There's some speed. There's some speed. I really just need better gear because most of this stuff is rare, and whether or not I got multiple speed procs on the level ups or not. And there's some speed right there. So every single one of these things has a speed substat on it, so I got as high as I possibly could with what the gear I have right now is, but I don't have any other speed gear that has better speed substats, and really I just want to stick with the speed gear for the extra speed stats that it provides. But that's how my Seeker's looking right now. It definitely pales into comparison when you have a lot of people use a speed lead as well. I've seen speed leads with Seekers. I'm not actually seeing any right now. Here's one. Speed lead with a Seeker, it's just done. I can't compete with that. And so I still lose to a lot of teams, and I don't expect to stay here long, but currently I am in here. In the Arcane Keep and in all the dungeons, I just want to take a look. I'm at stage, I can beat stage 15 there. Void Keep, I doubt I've even tried since I've gotten, oh, I can't look. Okay. So, Spirit Keep, I know I got to 15. Magic Keep, I know I'm not there yet. I just haven't tried it in a long time. Void Keep, same thing. I haven't tried it in a long time, so I'm not at 15. And I've been doing some, what is this, Force Keep today to try to get the Force Potions I need for the Rosin Scarhide fusion, and I can beat 15 pretty easily. Minotaur's Labyrinth. Let's take a look at this real fast. My team for Minotaur is Royal Guard, Executioner, Apothecary, and Royal Huntsman. Foley was the last guy I was working on for masteries and still doesn't have the last possible mastery. I just haven't bothered to grind it out yet. But this is my farming team. He will usually die, and these guys will usually finish off the round. And sometimes Royal Guard will die, and even sometimes Apothecary can die. But usually my Executioner can one-on-one the Minotaur if it gets to that point. So that's the Minotaur. I can farm 15 whenever I want with that team. Ice Golem Peak. The last time I tried, I was able to do 14. And I believe I tried 15 at that point and I wasn't able to do it. And obviously I don't have good enough team to start any of the new stuff, which is kind of where I'm stuck at on the missions. I can't do any of the new stages yet. Dragon, I did make it to 15 and was able to beat it at least once. I usually stick around 14, but I can do 15 very iffy. And I believe I've tried 16 and just wasn't able to complete it. Spider's Den is where I don't do quite as well. I can't even get 6-star gear with where I'm at stage 12. I've tried 13 at least once or twice, and I just can't do it. I just need a better spider team, really. And Fire Knight Castle. Now with Foley, this really boosted my team. I made it up to 14, and I think I just farmed there. I don't even remember if I tried 15 or not, but I knew that Foley has extra. I mean, the spirit affinity is weaker to Foley's magic affinity, so I just stayed here and grinded this for the Fire Knight mission that I was recently on. And while I'm talking about it, let's look at those real fast. So right now, I believe the last one, this is going to take forever to scroll all the way down. Oh, I could have sworn they showed the ones that you've completed past that. Well, let's reset it and go all the way back to the beginning. Right now, I'm at Spider's Den. I need to clear stage 14 on auto 10 times. Can't do it. Quests, this is just the weekly and monthly stuff. Nothing special here. Challenges. I could probably, ever since they made these artifact challenges easier, I can probably go in and finish these up, but just with all of the other stuff happening, I really don't want to spend the energy to actually go and finish these, especially just for some skill books. I know these skill books get better, and I believe that the artifact challenges is all about skill books. It doesn't upgrade to like a summoning shard, but if it does, that's not a big deal either. But other than that, I completed the champion challenges, the dungeon challenges, and the arena challenges, and artifact is all I have left. Clan, we're rank 183. Here's, I guess, our clan achievements. I was in one other clan before this, and I just wasn't able to keep up with their clan boss requirements. They wanted everybody to be hitting real hard when I wasn't getting lucky with my champion, so I joined this clan and have been with it ever since. Let's see here. If we go back to battle, we already went through dungeons. The campaign, obviously, I have all of the campaigns finished and 3-starred everything. And I believe that's pretty much everything on the account. Oh, Great Hall. I didn't look at these. This is very unfortunate, and I do not suggest this for anybody. But when I started the game, I had a lot of magic characters, and none of them were defense. So I just started doing attack because I didn't know any better. I thought, hey, why not let my guys hit harder? They're all attack based. Why not get his attack up? And then you got into the missions that said get these up to like silver and level 2 and 3 and 4, and then have 3 at level 6, and then 7, 8, 9, and then there's one to have at the very end of the missions I'm currently at, there's one to have at level 10. And so I've basically, unless I really want to ruin my progression there, I've basically been forced to just continue stacking up my attack to get it up to 10 so I can just have that done. But really, the best way to use your Great Hall bonuses is to stack up accuracy on whatever is currently your best affinity. Most of this stuff, I mean, it's nice to have the extra 17% attack, but really accuracy seems to, I mean, you can get up to 80 accuracy just from if you can get one of these all the way up to level 10, but realistically you can get probably up to level 6 pretty easily, and that's 40 extra accuracy. In late game, that's just so important. So I haven't decided if I'm gonna, maybe I'll save up to 1,000 so I can level up this to 10, but then just keep stacking these before I actually make it level 10, because it's still gonna be a while before I can hit that, get a, see, I'm still upgraded level Great Hall bonus to level 7. That's my next one. Down the road there's an 8, down the road there's a 9, at the very end, near the very end, there's a level 10. So I've still got a ways before I actually require this. So maybe I should start just stacking this just to have it. Oh, referral program, that's something we can just quickly look at. These are all my alt accounts. 4 weeks ago and 4 hours ago must have been when I did my big summoning video, because I really just halted all progression on my alt accounts. I haven't really worked on these guys very much. It might be good, well, my goal was obviously to at some point get these guys to level 50 so I can get my what are these called, sacred shards. Every now and then I go on and say, hey, maybe I'll do some farming, and I've done a little bit, but really it's nothing like I did before, where I would go on every day and do their dailies and stuff to make sure they had everything. And I acquired a lot of experience on these guys, but I was mainly doing it for the shards for that video, and it helped to get their levels up as well. But as you can see on ICKO, I just haven't done anything in a long time. And even though I logged in on Icy Gaelic a week and 4 days ago, I still didn't actually do much because he's still level 30 like Icy Kale is. So that's that. I got my mine up to level 3. That was the very first thing I spent gems on. I got sparring pit. All the sparring pit slots are open. Not all of them are at level 1. I don't think it's that great of an idea to upgrade these. Typically I use all of my gems for extra blue summoning shards. Right here, this big shard pack, just because I want to get some of those champions that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. I do tend to save my gems until I make a shard summoning video. That way, in case I need it, I can grab some full energy, some XP boost if a champion training event comes along. But that's my gem usage. At one point I had almost 50 mil silver, and I kind of just hoard it because I don't have any other reason to use it. I don't feel like all of my artifacts are all the greatest. As you can see, I even still have a common artifact on some of my main hitters. I really should do some dungeon farming to remedy that. And I don't have a lot of my accessories. I also need to do a lot of spider farming because I don't have a lot of good accessories. But all of that boils down to hopefully getting lucky and getting some better champions so that I can level them up and just make my entire team stronger for stuff like Spider 13 and on, and higher levels of dragon fighting to get some good lifesteal gear and stuff like that. But that'll probably be the end of this video. Like I said, I will edit in one of my latest clan boss dungeon runs if you want to watch it all the way through to see how I do it with my current team and how good I can hit the clan boss with a single key. But if you don't watch the rest of that, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.